Prince Louis just said something about Queen Camilla that no one saw coming. It shook the palace and stunned royal watchers everywhere. The youngest royal, known for his charm and mischievous grin, has always been a favorite, but this statement changed everything. What could make a child so young speak so directly about someone as important as Camilla? Tune in as we uncover the words that caused half the royal family to flee from the country in the middle of the night. The royal arrival that stunned London. Born on April 23, 2018, Prince Louis Arthur Charles entered the world with the grandeur one expects from a royal birth. The streets of London buzzed with excitement as the bells rang. Gun salutes echoed, and the nation welcomed the newest member of the House of Windsor. His name honored his grandfather, King Charles III, and paid tribute to Lord Louis Mountbatten, a beloved figure in royal history. For such a small child, his name carried immense significance, and as Louis grew, it became clear that he had the charisma to live up to it. Before we dive deeper, it's clear that Prince Louis's words carry a weight far greater than anyone could have anticipated, and this revelation is only the beginning of the shock. The christening of the youngest royal child was another quintessential royal affair, held on July 9, 2018, at the Chapel Royal in St. James Palace. Pictures of the event showcased a joyful family with Prince George and Princess Charlotte proudly standing by their baby brother. William and Kate, determined to give their children a balance between royal obligations and normalcy, ensured that his upbringing included simple joys like playing outside, baking, and gardening. Whether at Kensington Palace or the family's countryside retreat in Northbrook, the youngest child's vibrant personality became the heart of their home. From an early age, the youngest royal proved he wasn't just another child in line for the throne. He was a showstopper. During his debut at Trooping the Colour in 2019, his enthusiastic waves from the Buckingham Palace balcony melted hearts nationwide. By the time Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee celebrations rolled around, his animated expressions and playful antics became the highlight of the event, sparking countless memes and capturing the public's imagination. Education, as always, is a cornerstone of the royal family's priorities. In 2021, the youngest child began attending Wilcox Nursery School near Kensington Palace. His bright smiles and curious nature left a lasting impression, much like his parents' advocacy for early childhood education. By 2022, the family relocated to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor, offering a more private and spacious environment for their growing children. That same year, he joined Lambeth School, marking another step in his educational path alongside his siblings. Historical milestones have already shaped his young life. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away in September 2022, the monarchy transitioned into a new era with King Charles III's ascension. This also elevated him to fourth in line to the throne, a significant position that marked him as the first British prince to follow an elder sister in succession due to changes brought by the Perth Agreement. The coronation of King Charles III on May 6, 2023, was yet another historic moment for the youngest royal. Dressed impeccably, he attended the grand ceremony with his family, adding a youthful charm to the occasion. While his older brother Prince George had a formal role, his presence reminded the world of the next generation's promise. Despite the grandeur of royal life, he has made headlines for his mischievous and playful behavior. From making faces at formal events to attempting to blow out Princess Charlotte's candle at Christmas, his antics have become a source of amusement. Yet beneath his lively exterior lies a heartwarming bond with his siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte. As the youngest, he holds a unique place in the family, cherished for his playful energy and deep connection with his brother and sister. Among his siblings, Charlotte stands out as a guiding force for him. At just 8 years old, she often takes on the role of the responsible older sister, gently steering him during public appearances and ensuring he adheres to royal protocol as much as a 6-year-old can. This bond was particularly evident during the family's attendance at Princess Kate's annual Christmas Carol service. Confident and unfazed by the grandeur of Westminster Abbey, he walked alongside his siblings with Charlotte's watchful presence offering reassurance. Their dynamic, marked by affection and patience, speaks volumes about their sibling relationship. A touching photo from Charlotte's third birthday further highlights their connection. In the image, a young Charlotte cradles her baby brother, planting a kiss on his forehead, a moment that foreshadowed the protective and loving bond they'd share over the years. Whether volunteering at baby banks or attending royal events, Charlotte often takes the lead with her younger brother happily following her example. With his first big moments behind him, Louis's lively spirit grew stronger, creating special bonds with his siblings and capturing everyone's attention. Brothers with a playful bond, Prince George, on the other hand, shares a different yet equally endearing dynamic with his youngest sibling. As the eldest and future king, George has naturally assumed a more prominent role within the family. However, this hasn't stopped him from enjoying a playful camaraderie with his youngest sibling. Insiders often describe their relationship as a blend of mischief and mutual respect, with his infectious energy bringing out a lighter, more playful side in George. Their bond was on full display during Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee. While George maintained his composed demeanor, he kept a watchful eye on his younger sibling, ensuring his exuberance didn't cross into chaos. Whether it's sneaking extra snacks from the kitchen or sharing laughs during family outings, George and his younger brother demonstrate that even within the confines of royal life, sibling mischief and laughter prevail. Behind the public's adoration for the youngest royal lies a more complex narrative involving his interactions with Queen Camilla. While the royal family's dynamics are often shrouded in formalities, his candid nature brings an authenticity that's hard to ignore. During the Christmas celebrations hosted by Princess Kate, subtle tensions between him and Camilla became apparent, leaving many to speculate about the nature of their relationship. The defining moment came when, in his usual unfiltered manner, he made a remark about Camilla that sent shockwaves through the royal circles and the nation. This incident, though unintentional on his part, highlighted the underlying complexities within the royal family. As with any family, relationships evolve, and the younger generation often brings fresh perspectives, sometimes challenging traditions and established norms. As the years progress, he continues to captivate the public with his charm and relatability. While his role within the royal family is still unfolding, his lively spirit and genuine nature ensure he remains a beloved figure. Whether pulling pranks or bringing a touch of humor to formal events, he embodies a refreshing departure from the rigidity often associated with royal life. The royal children often capture attention with their relatable dynamics, and the bond between George, Charlotte, and their younger sibling is no exception. They're not just siblings, but a true team. Whether they're volunteering together or wearing matching outfits at formal events. During a recent visit to a baby bank, Charlotte took charge while he marveled at a toy, showing how even in serious settings, their personalities shine through. His knack for finding joy in the simplest things, like a toy or an outdoor adventure, makes him all the more endearing. It's moments like these that make the young royals feel approachable, even as they grow up under the spotlight. As the youngest member of the family, he has carved out a special place for himself. His mischievous grin and lively energy often steal the show, making him the center of attention during public appearances. Despite his cheeky behavior, he is deeply adored by his family, especially his mother, Kate Middleton. Known for her hands-on parenting style, Kate has mastered the balance between her royal responsibilities and creating a nurturing environment for her children. Her love for the outdoors has clearly influenced him, who thrives in nature. Whether he's exploring the grounds of Adelaide Cottage or helping with the gardening, it's clear that Kate encourages her children to enjoy life's simple pleasures, and he, with his curious and playful nature, is more than happy to oblige. Kate's parenting isn't just about outdoor adventures. Her creative side also plays a big role. From baking to art projects, she ensures that her kids' imaginations are always sparked. The youngest child, often described as the wild child of the family, keeps his mother on her toes with his spirited behavior. Antics, whether he's dancing in the kitchen with Charlotte or trying to keep up with his older siblings, Kate turns these moments into cherished family memories. It's a bond built on laughter, patience, and love, something every parent with a lively youngest child can relate to. Prince William, as a father, also brings his own unique approach to raising his children. While balancing his royal duties, he's made it a point to stay actively involved in their lives. William's playful relationship with his youngest child stands out, as the two often share moments of humor and connection. Publicly, William is seen guiding him through formal events, but behind the scenes, he's the first to laugh at his antics. The youngest royal's vibrant personality is a reflection of the humor and values William instills in his children, carrying on the legacy of kindness and responsibility passed down from Princess Diana. As he got older, his connections with other family members started to show stories that were waiting to be told. A royal life full of simple pleasures. The influence of the Middleton family also plays a significant role in shaping his upbringing. At their relaxed home in Berkshire, he gets to enjoy a more grounded childhood, away from the formalities of royal life. Carol Middleton in particular is known for her hands-on approach with her grandchildren, ensuring they experience the joys of baking, outdoor games, and gardening. For him, these simple activities are a source of endless happiness, and his close bond with his grandparents provides a comforting balance to his royal responsibilities. Michael Middleton's calming presence adds another layer of stability, often taking him on nature walks or spending quiet family moments together. Even King Charles III, despite his busy schedule, makes time for his youngest grandchild. Charles's passion for nature and the environment resonates with him as the two bond over gardening, storytelling, and lessons about the world. Though still young, Charles's gentle guidance leaves a lasting impact, creating memories filled with warmth and wisdom. The strong connections he has across his family highlight the support system that shapes his life, blending royal duties with heartfelt moments. However, one noticeable gap in his relationships is with Queen Consort Camilla. While he shares playful and close ties with many family members, Camilla's name rarely comes up in discussions about his inner circle. Some speculate that this distance stems from Prince William's complicated feelings toward his stepmother. The history between William and Camilla is fraught, rooted in the public heartbreak surrounding his parents' marriage. William's loyalty to his late mother, Princess Diana, remains strong, and this emotional undercurrent may influence the dynamics within the family. Others believe that children, even as young as the youngest royal, can sense when something feels off. With his cheeky yet perceptive nature, he might simply be keeping his distance from Camilla on his own. This subtle tension between Camilla and William adds another layer of complexity to the family's narrative. While they manage to coexist publicly, the underlying emotions and history are hard to ignore, and it's possible that these dynamics trickle down to the younger generation. Children have an incredible ability to sense things around them. They pick up on tension, strained voices, or even subtle looks from adults, often noticing when something feels off. It wouldn't be surprising if he has picked up on something unusual about Camilla. Maybe it's the quiet discomfort his father William might feel, or the lack of the same kind of warmth he gets from other family members. Children aren't oblivious. They can tell when someone's affection doesn't feel genuine. Camilla, to her credit, has worked tirelessly over the years to establish her place in the royal family. Her charity work and steadfast support for King Charles have won over much of the public, many of whom once viewed her as the antagonist in Diana's story. But within William and Kate's family, things appear more complicated. King Charles shares a warm and affectionate relationship with his grandchildren, often seen smiling and playing with George, Charlotte, and their youngest sibling. However, Camilla's connection with them, particularly with the youngest, seems noticeably less visible. This absence of public moments between Camilla and him has fueled speculation, with some suggesting it's simply because he is young and not as involved in formal events, while others believe it hints at deeper issues. William is known for being a protective father, determined to shield his children from the struggles he faced growing up under intense scrutiny. If he still harbors any unresolved feelings toward Camilla, it's easy to imagine him maintaining a certain distance between her and his children. After all, he's committed to ensuring they have a grounded and stable childhood, free from unnecessary complications. With his observant nature, the youngest royal might just be mirroring his father's cautious approach. Despite rumors of tension, there have been moments that suggest he and Camilla might get along better than it seems. One such moment occurred during the Christmas Day walk to church at Sandringham. dressed impeccably. He, just 4 years old at the time, captured everyone's attention as he walked alongside Queen Camilla. Observers noted how she gently placed her hand on his back, guiding him forward as they chatted. With his charming grin, he seemed entirely at ease. This brief yet tender interaction sparked conversation, with many wondering if the step-grandmother and grandson share more of a bond than meets the eye. Through the fun and laughter, Lou's honest words gave a glimpse into deeper family moments, making everyone wonder what else might happen when words change the royal mood. Another instance came during one of Camilla's royal visits to the Isle of Man. While engaging with the public, she met a mother with twin boys and couldn't resist mentioning the youngest royal. With a smile, she described him as quite a handful, drawing laughter from the crowd. Her candid comment highlighted her awareness of his lively personality and gave a glimpse into their dynamic. However, skeptics argue that these moments might be calculated, suggesting Camilla is adept at crafting an image of closeness when needed. Then there's the Christmas Carol service hosted by Kate at Westminster Abbey, a beautiful event centered around love and gratitude. As part of the celebration, attendees were encouraged to write messages of appreciation on cards and hang them on a kindness tree. True to his bold and spirited nature, he proudly displayed his card, which read, "Thank you for Granny and Grandpa, because they have played games with me." The note was a heartwarming acknowledgement of his maternal grandparents, the Middletons, who are known for their close relationship with him. However, the absence of any mention of Camilla on his card did not go unnoticed. The situation took a dramatic turn when someone jokingly asked Louis why Camilla wasn't on his list. Without hesitation, Louis reportedly replied, "She's lying." The candid remark sent shockwaves through the room, leaving Kate and William visibly stunned. Kate quickly tried to defuse the situation, whispering something to Louis, while William exchanged a glance with Camilla, whose expression was hard to read. The Queen Consort's composure faltered momentarily before she mustered a strange smile. The unexpected moment gave onlookers a glimpse into what might be a more complicated family dynamic behind the polished royal facade. Louis's blunt honesty didn't end there. In the way only a child can, he elaborated, claiming that Camilla had promised to play games with him, but then told him he was annoying and asked him to leave. He added that he saw her sitting alone, doing nothing. The room, which had been filled with festive cheer moments before, grew tense as Louis's words hung in the air. What started as a light-hearted exchange had turned into an uncomfortably revealing moment. This incident reignited discussions about Camilla's true relationship with the younger members of the royal family. While she's been praised for her public persona and efforts to support King Charles, critics argued that her warmth might not extend as naturally behind closed doors. Louis's comments, unfiltered and direct, seemed to validate what some had quietly speculated, that Camilla's interactions with the Wales children might lack the genuine affection seen in other royal relationships. It's worth noting that Louis is a lively and outspoken child unafraid to express himself. His playful and mischievous nature often brings joy to royal events, making his honesty even more impactful. Children like Louis don't filter their words for the sake of diplomacy, which is both refreshing and, in moments like this, revealing. His remark about Camilla, though innocent, raised eyebrows and cast a shadow over what was meant to be a harmonious event. The royal family's dynamics have always been a subject of public fascination, with every gesture and interaction scrutinized. Camilla's role, in particular, has been under the spotlight given her history and the public's initial resistance to her relationship with Charles. Over time, she's worked hard to redefine her image, but moments like these show that some perceptions are harder to shake. While it's easy to speculate about the reasons behind Louis's comments, it's essential to remember that family dynamics are complex, even for royals. Relationships within blended families often come with unique challenges, and the royal family is no exception. Camilla's position as a step-grandmother is undoubtedly a delicate one, navigating her role alongside William and Kate's deep bond with the Middletons. It's also possible that the perceived distance between Camilla and Louis is less about animosity and more about differing family traditions and dynamics. The Middletons, for instance, are known for their hands-on, affectionate approach to grandparenting, which contrasts with the formalities often associated with royal life. Louis, having grown up in this warm and engaging environment, might naturally gravitate more toward his maternal grandparents. Camilla's reserved nature might also play a role. While she's shown moments of genuine warmth, her public persona often leans toward formality. This could create a perception of distance, especially when compared to the openly affectionate relationships Louis shares with his grandparents on the Middleton side. It's a contrast that's hard to ignore, particularly in a family constantly under public scrutiny. Ultimately, the question remains whether moments like the one at the carol service are isolated incidents or part of a broader narrative. Camilla's efforts to integrate into the royal family and connect with her step-grandchildren are evident, but whether they resonate with the younger generation is less clear. Louis's bold remarks might have been a child's unfiltered perspective, but they've sparked a larger conversation about the complexities of blended families and the challenges of balancing tradition with genuine connection. Could Prince Louis's statement be a simple slip of the tongue, or does it hint at deeper tensions within the royal family? Tell us your thoughts, and remember to like and subscribe for more.